Wonder Woman 1984 was the very first panel of DC Fandome yesterday, and I did do a video breaking down my thoughts on the official reveal of Cheetah in this trailer, but now it is time to go in depth and break down the whole trailer, because there is definitely some other stuff in here that we can theorize about and, talk about. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in as we start off in Themyscira, seeing that there's like the Amazon games going on, which I assume is probably either like an Olympics type thing for the Amazons, or maybe it's like a trial thing to see how good of a warrior you are. So I'm guessing it's either one of those two, although it's probably just an Olympics type thing. And there's little Diana, going up against all the adults. But little do they know, she's going to beat them all because she is the special one. She is Wonder Woman. And then we also get this shot of Wonder Woman swinging through the air. Well, swinging from the lightning, basically, with her lasso. Now, that's really interesting. We've seen this before, and I've actually seen some theories online that maybe she has her invisible jet here, and she's not actually just swinging on the lightning, she's actually swinging from her invisible jet. So that's something I'd really like to see, mostly because I just want to see the invisible jet in this movie, because I'm really interested to see how that would really work in live action, but I'm totally up for it. So I'm not sure if that's actually going on there, but either way, it's pretty cool. And then, of course, we get the cool DC logo with the 80s colors and stuff. Now, this is the machine that Maxwell Lord has built. This was actually in the Lego set for the Wonder Woman movie. And it seems that this has something to do with what his whole big plan is, because he comes on the TV and he's like, you can have anything you wish for and all that stuff. And in another trailer we saw him with some kind of rock, which I'm assuming that rock has special powers and it basically grants wishes, basically. And then I'm guessing that this big satellite dish here transmits those signals all over the world, so that other people can have those wishing powers too, maybe. But we'll see. But obviously, Barbara is very tempted by this opportunity, and she's like, I want to be more like Wonder Woman. So she's gonna wish to be more like Diana, and it's not gonna turn out too well for her. And then apparently, for Diana, the thing she wished for, and like if she could have anything in the world, it's Steve. So she gets Steve back, so that is great. I think we knew he was going to be back for this movie. We never knew exactly how, but I think this is a good way of doing it without just saying like, oh, secretly he never died or anything like that, because that was a big sacrifice in the first movie. So I like that they're not completely undoing that there. And then Barbara, once again, she's like, I just want to be like Diana. And then we get this really awesome shot here. You probably can't tell very well from this image, but in the trailer, she's like using her lasso of truth as like a shield. It would have been cool if she had her shield and sword in this movie, but it has been confirmed that she won't, because those were pretty cool. But I do think I prefer the lasso over all that. Although it does look like Maxwell Lord is on the floor there, so this is a battle with him. But then Cheetah shows up because it looks like Barbara's wish was granted, kind of. And now there's going to be a standoff between Wonder Woman and Cheetah. Well, kind of Cheetah, because she's not full Cheetah yet. But of course Wonder Woman is doing the X with her arms and everything. And then she's like, I actually don't know exactly what she says, but she probably says some cool supervillain line here. Then this is really interesting here. Just look at the strength of Wonder Woman. Like, she's doing something. She's pushing these two trucks apart. It's looking like they're trying to crush her, but you can't crush Wonder Woman because she's Wonder Woman. Then something really interesting here is that we see Barbara and Maxwell Lord are having a conversation together, and they're on a plane. And if you look closely at his chair there, that is the seal that you would see like on the presidential stuff. So this says Maxwell Lord has some ties to the president. I'm not sure if he actually is the president. I doubt it, but maybe. But he's clearly pretty close with the president here. Because earlier when he was doing his broadcast saying that you could have anything you wish for, he was in the White House. So he's definitely got something going on there. He's a very powerful, high-ranking official who was able to find this special rock. And then Steve is, of course, testing out his cool pilot skills. But then we get these awesome fireworks here, which I'm actually not sure if they're supposed to be fireworks because they're in a plane, and they're flying away. So, I mean, it makes sense if they were, although it could just be people shooting at them, but it's probably fireworks. Then this here is really interesting because, like I said before, he looks like he's in the White House and stuff. But he's sticking out his hand like you would do if you had superpowers and everything. And everything around him is like getting blown away and stuff. So I'm thinking that maybe Maxwell Lord got some superpowers. And I mean, if he has the power with that rock to wish for absolutely anything, it would make sense. Like, he's a very greedy guy, so it would make sense if he wished for more power and then it just gave him like freaking superpowers. So I'm thinking that's what's going on here. But then there's a really cool shot here of Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. But then we, of course, get into the final battle here of Golden Armor Wonder Woman versus fully transformed Cheetah. I have to say, I really like this design for Cheetah. It looks a lot better than I thought it would. Go check out my video that I did yesterday to hear my more in-depth thoughts on her look here. But I'm also really liking Wonder Woman's golden armor. At first I didn't really like it, but I think it's starting to grow on me here, and I am starting to like it. And also I love how in this part, when Diana grabs Cheetah and like throws her back onto the ground, Cheetah lands on her feet because, you know, cats always land on their feet. So that's a really nice touch that they added in there that I'm really liking. And then Wonder Woman takes off her wings and she's like, "It's time to kick your butt." And Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman 1984. And then, of course, we get the little ending scene here with Steve trying to adjust to life in the 80s, which is a big transition and change there. And that's why he's got the fanny pack on, and he's like, is this really, like, cool? You know? And then she's like, maybe we can do better. And then they do the parachute pants, which might have been a good idea back then, but it's definitely not a good idea now. So, yeah, that's just not a good idea. Only in theaters, Wonder Woman 1984. So, it was a really solid trailer. Most of it was new footage that we haven't seen yet, and it definitely gets me really excited for this film. Although, one thing that I do find interesting is that it just says only in theaters, and it never says like a specific date when we know that the release date is sometime in October. So I'm thinking that maybe the movie might get delayed again, because if it wasn't, then they'd probably include the release date on this, because, you know, they got the release date, so they would have done that. So it looks like the movie may be getting delayed again, but I mean, I honestly just want to see this movie at this point. I'm so excited for this, and I just can't wait to see that full battle between Wonder Woman and Cheetah. I'm just looking forward to it so much. But let me know down in the comments below, guys, what did you think about this trailer? What do you think about Cheetah's new look? And do you have any theories for the movie as well? So let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.